Season 1, Episode 9, Usagi's Disaster.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oogies.
Oogies.
It's the Oogie Boogie Ball.
Season 1, Episode 9, Usagi's Disaster. Beware of the Clock of Confusion. Special thanks to SailorMoon.fandom.com for this week's episode summaries and more. Original air date in Japan was May 9th, 1992. And DIC was September 15th, 1995.
Real quick, did you know that the original airing was on UPN?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I saw that today. Like, it said that the original air date when I was looking it up.
Yeah.
And, like, I just noticed, I'm sure it probably has said it on each one
Yeah.
of them, but it said it was on UPN. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I would never associate Sailor Moon with UPN, ever.
To me, though, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, them looking for, like, some content of some
Yeah.
kind for kids.
But I say it didn't, like, air until, like, 6:30 a.m. or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like I have seen people in, like, old websites and chats back in the day saying that they've watched it when they was a kid of the mornings. I was like, when the heck did you catch this of the morning?
Well, dude, Power Rangers was like that for a while.
Yeah.
It played at, like, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, that was the main reason I went to school every day, was so that I could watch Power Rangers in the morning. And when it finally switched to afternoons, it was so much easier.
Yeah.
But God, yeah, like the Green Ranger saga was, like, at 7:30 in the morning. And it sucked, which we didn't have to be to school till 8:30.
Yeah.
So luckily I still got to watch it.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, like, it sucked. Like, God.
I remember when they switched Sailor Moon's time on Toonami, and I was, like, devastated because I was on the bus.
Yeah.
Like, I think they switched it to, like, 3:30, and it used to be at 4.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just, like, so devastated. Mom's like, what's wrong? I said, they switched Sailor Moon to 3:30 and I'm on the bus at 3:30 and I can't watch Sailor Moon. And I said, there's supposed to be new episodes. She said, I'll start recording it for you.
Yeah, she did.
There was one day she forgot. And yes, it was devastating. But yeah, and I'm pretty certain most of those VHS tapes have been recorded over.
Son of a bitch. Well, those would have been gold.
I know.
You think people freak out when we play Power Ranger episodes? Just imagine if we start playing Sailor
I mean,
Moon.
I had one here.
Yeah.
For some strange reason.
Yeah.
I must have somehow rescued it. I don't know. Anyways, back to our synopsis. Usagi and Ami go to the city to enjoy some shopping, where they find a clock store selling a clock that resembles Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Later that day, Usagi is happy to learn that her mother bought the exact same clock as a gift. But that night, the clocks from the store emit a strange light, making Usagi and the rest of Tokyo very impatient and anxious.
Yes. They all needed lots of anxiety medicine.
This is Sailor Moon Season 1, Episode 9, Usagi's Disaster. Beware of the Clock of Confusion. Matthew, what did we think of this episode?
Well, Maggie, I'll be honest with you. It was the first episode we had 2 Sailor Scouts. So it was cool to see Sailor Moon actually interacting with someone else.
Yes.
Outside of just Luna, who most of the time comes across like she hates Usagi, you know. But, you know, starting the episode with them shopping and just seeing them kind of bonding and stuff. Yeah. And it just, I feel like it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoyed it. Like, you know, I think the villain was fine, you know, like it wasn't very horror-y or anything. Horror-y. But I thought the interactions between Usagi and Ami were top-notch.
Yeah.
And I saw that this is like the only time we get just the 2 of them, you know?
Yeah.
And it was a fun episode.
Yeah, it is. It is.
For sure.
There's some, like a few episodes every now and then that we'll get maybe 2 or 3 scouts together.
Yeah.
So, I think this is not just the only one that we'll see Mercury with somebody else's stuff.
Right.
I love the fact that, like, Luna in her own little way, she said, here you go, Ami. This is a type of supercomputer.
Yeah.
I was going to give it to Usagi, but I don't think she would understand how to use it. I'm like, golly, you just don't have enough faith in her.
Right. Throwing shade.
Yeah.
Just any way she can.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I think I never really saw it.
Yeah.
Whenever I was younger, that Luna was just being
hateful.
Yeah. All the time.
I'm with you.
Like, there were times, yes, you could tell Luna was like annoyed by her or something. But like, man alive, she's just straight up just letting her have it.
I mean, in fairness, Usagi was very annoying, and she has to live with her 24/7. You know,
she doesn't have to.
Well, I mean, but there's just always like the constant crybaby stuff. I love Usagi. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to
no.
But I could see that wearing on Luna's nerves a little bit, like because she's expecting a warrior.
Yes, and
and Usagi is not that at all.
Usagi is 14 years old.
Yeah.
Hello, put it together.
Exactly. But Luna was expecting a warrior and got a 14-year-old. So just imagine how she's dealing with that. She thought she was going to have a peer. And instead, she's babysitting.
Yeah.
So like, I get it.
Yeah, and also along with the supercomputer, Ani hits her earring, and the visor comes over.
So sweet.
That's like one of my favorite things of Sailor Mercury, that they really incorporate that she is smart.
Yeah, but
also that's part of her Sailor Scout personality is that she is smart. She can figure out all this stuff.
Yeah.
I just love how she's just typing it in, and it was just showing up on her visor and stuff. I love that.
No, I totally agree. And it looked really good.
Yeah.
Like, I like that they differentiated her look. It's moving.
Oh, whoops.
That they differentiated her look from Usagi's Sailor Moon's even more than just a different color.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciated that for sure.
Yeah, it's really cool. And whenever we get the next episode with the next scout, how they use what she knows into hers, I love it. I think a lot of people love Sailor Mars. I love her. I love all the Sailor Scouts, but I love Mars. I love her shoes. I love red. I love her hair. Like, I just love how long they make some of these girls' hair.
Yeah. Very long.
Very long.
She kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Is that why you like her so much?
Probably.
Oh, that's all right. This episode is brought to you in part by a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. Have you ever wanted access to a world of entertainment, speedy deliveries, and exclusive deals? Well, with Amazon Prime, you can get all that and more. Stream thousands of movies and TV shows, including classics like Pokemon Gold and Silver, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie, and, of course, Digimon Adventure Tri. Listen to ad-free music and enjoy unlimited reading. Plus, with Prime's fast and free shipping, you'll never have to wait long for your orders. Ready to experience the best of Amazon? Well, then use our link in the description of this very episode to sign up for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime today. Discover all the benefits and see how it can make your life easier and more enjoyable. You won't want to miss out on this hopefully awesome opportunity.
All right. Are you ready for war?
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Whoa!
The overarching plot of Queen Beryl continues with another creep attack, but ultimately does not push her plot forward.
Just the same thing.
Always.
Like, does it? Like, when do we actually push her plot forward, or does it not until it ends?
At some point, it does. I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Tuxedo Mask shattered the face of the large clock with his rose, reversing the energy draining spell and depleting Ramua's powers, as well as freeing the two Sailor Scouts.
It was great seeing Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
And he actually did something. Which was good.
And he heard Sailor Moon. Because he heard her hollering for help.
Yeah. Do you think he can use that to put two and two together that Bunhead is Sailor Moon? No. Okay. Well,
Nope.
fair. That's fair.
Everybody's just blind.
You know who else is blind?
Continuity.
Carry on my wayward son.
This episode includes the first appearance of Sailor Mercury's Mercury visor, and supercomputer.
Yeah, you've already talked about how much you love it.
Yes,
but it
is
still
cool.
bears repeating. It's fantastic.
This is before Bluetooth, people. Her visor and supercomputer worked together.
She was ahead of the game. You know,
Yeah.
she had the meta glasses and
Yes.
Bluetooth. Like she
Yeah.
was there.
She got
She
it.
didn't need Chat GPT. She
No.
had Luna GPT.
CAT.
Nailed it.
This is one of 2 episodes to only feature Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury. The other being the prior episode where Sailor Mercury is introduced.
Makes sense.
This is the last episode we see the 2 of them.
Just
but,
the 2.
Yeah. But sometimes, though, like I told you,
Yeah.
you might have Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars or Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury. Like, they like to change it up every now and then or have all 3 of them
Yeah.
before we get the other 2. So,
Not the
it's-
last we'll see them together. Just
No.
the last time that it's just the 2 of them before any
Yeah.
other scouts join.
Yes, yeah.
I gotcha.
All right, now it's time for Creep of the Week.
Major Funky.
Yeah.
All right. Romulo masqueraded as the owner of a new shop called The Clock Look,
Wow.
a store that sold a large variety of discounted clocks. Hello, discounted jewelry, discounted clocks. Put it together.
Discounted muffins, discounted
Uh,
gym memberships,
Discounted tarot
fortunes.
readings.
Yeah. Like, there's a pattern here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The clocks, however, had been cursed and sapped energy from their owners.
Ugh,
She
hate it when that
had-
happens.
The appearance of a pale-skinned woman with purple hair, red lines running down her cheeks, and a black star on her cheek. Sounds like one of the villains in the future. She has the capability to control the flow of time.
The flow, the grow, the sow, the
Stop.
flow. Okay,
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Our current ranking of Creep of the Week is number 8, Dorella. Number 7, Aguara and the Chanellas. Number 6, Garabin. Number 5,
Josh Garabin. Garobin. It's like-
Kareen.
Yeah.
Number 4, Morga. Number 3, Faru. And number 2, Jed. And number 1, Balm. Matt, where do you think
Ramua.
Ramua,
Ramua.
yeah, Ramua, where do you think she belongs?
Well, I'll be honest. The bad guy itself wasn't like the strongest of the episode. Like, her power was cool. I love
Yeah.
the fact that like she could control time
Yeah.
and like was able to do some fun things, like, you know, make Usagi turn into a child and stuff.
Yes.
But like the character itself was kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
But I mean, what she caused to happen was interesting enough. You know, like it made for a fun episode.
Yeah.
So I would say probably above. I'm trying to remember which one was Morga.
Morga was the first one.
I would say probably above Morga. Like, not as scary as Morga,
Yeah.
but I liked the plot of
Yeah.
this more than like what they did with Morga in that episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, I would say above Morga.
Yes. I agree.
All right.
I agree.
So we will put Ramua
Ramua.
at the new number 4. Number 4.
Number 1, Balm. Number 2, Jed. Number 3, Farua. Number 4, Ramua. Number 5, Morgan. Number 6, Kareen. Number 7, Garabin. Number 8, Aguara and Chanellas. And number 9, Dorella.
Cinderella. Am I right?
Dorella Deville.
Dorella Deville. Devilmon. All right.
Now it's time for Puberty with Superpowers. But with superpowers.
Yep. Big change.
Bingo! Ramua temporarily ages Sailor Moon backwards as she shrinks down to a child.
That was so funny when she
Yes.
did that.
And I will be honest, that is something that happens, I think, 2 more times. But, like, much later. Sailor Mercury used her Shaban spray to cloak the dimension in mist.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon used Moon Tiara action to destroy Ramua in the dimension.
Yes.
I love the fact that Ami's just standing there with that supercomputer. She's like, don't walk any further that way.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so coming up, her little computer actually had a Easter egg in it, and it's fantastic. And so, like, I
can't wait.
I do like the fact that they didn't just make her just a copy of Sailor Moon. That like she has her own things that she works with. It's not just like doing Sailor Moon stuff, but just with bubbles.
And also, you'll see her. I think even in this season, she'll pull it out.
Yeah.
That computer every now and then, and she'll like run calculations and stuff. It's really cool.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Now it's time to discuss the DIC Dub.
Ugh,
Dick.
The DIC title was Time Bomb.
Wow. Pretty on the nose there with that one.
The shot where Usagi's cheek is cut by the Yuma is edited out of the DIC Dub.
Wow.
Oh, I guess showing that she can't get hurt. Wow.
Yeah. Like, oh, God forbid, somebody fighting a demon can't get scratched on the face,
Yeah. The scene showing Serena riding on the bus were flipped so that the bus was on the right side of the road, like in North America, instead of on the left side of the road, like in Japan.
Okay.
Excuse me. However, after the bus crashed into the pole, the scene was not flipped, and the door was on the wrong side of the bus. Oh my God.
It sounds like DIC.
The scene in which the woman on the bus strangled the bus driver was also cut, though there was a brief glimpse of her getting ready to do so. It's taken me a second to realize, oh, the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
It took me, yeah. The 1,000 yen bill in Serena's wallet had the last 2 zeros erased to make it look like a $10 bill. Poor Serena. International episode titles included Watches for Sale.
Watches for sale.
Time problems.
Time problems.
No time.
Out of time.
Time pressure.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Watch out for clocks. All right, time to Can You Spot the Difference?
Sailor Moon!
Comparing the episode to the manga, the events of this episode did not take place in the original manga. Now it's time for That's Just Prime. God help us all.
That's just prime.
Hey, that's Optimus Primal.
All right. I'll be Sailor Moon old. This is
Okay.
when she's using her imagination.
Yeah.
Like when Ami says, if you go that way, she can make you old. I'm Sailor Moon, grandmother of justice.
I love that. And that definitely made the thumbnail this week.
Yes.
Just so we
Yeah,
can-
I saw. I was like, oh, Matt, there you go.
Of course. Of course. You called it immediately.
All right. Now we have Usagi and Ami whenever they're in a bookstore together. I'll be Usagi.
Okay.
Ami, what kind of books do you read?
Shall we show each other what we got?
Oh, it's all words.
Oh, it's all pictures. I love that part.
Yeah, I just love how both of their tongues are stuck out.
Yeah.
It's so funny. All right, Sailor Moon references part of a bigger universe. Just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
In this
Yeah.
episode, Usagi and Ami were shopping in Tokyo's Harajuku district, a place known for its trendy shops and flamboyant fashions.
Oh.
When inside the time warp, Ami's computer screen displays the text, arrest mode, and I did see this, and it cracked me up, and I didn't tell you at the point. And number 1, serve the public trust. Number 2, protect the innocent. Number 3, uphold the law, which is a tribute to RoboCop. I didn't know that. It occurs at 1720 in the English version and 1840 in the Japanese version.
I love that so
That's so
much.
great. I
Hey,
love
do you remember when RoboCop shot that guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fun. That's fun times. Oh, man.
Now it's time for Sailor Says.
Bye now!
All right. So here is what the original Sailor Says from the DIC Dub said.
Okay.
I'll be Usagi, of course.
I'll be Luna when we get to her.
And I'll be Amy.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Serena, Amy, and Luna. That's the DIC names.
Yeah.
Serena, I like to do things fast and get them over with, like homework. But that's where you make mistakes. Patience doesn't come easy, I know. Slow down. Take your time. This is Amy. I'm sorry. And do it with care. It takes less time to do it right than doing it fast and having to go back and do it again.
So when y'all going to apply the principle of your eating habits?
Slow down eating. You gotta be kidding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, blimey.
And thanks. Oh, Lord. Special thanks to Sailor Says on YouTube. They have archived just about every Sailor Says on the DIC Dub.
Sit down. Down in front.
Next time.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
So, next time is season 1, episode 10. The Cursed Bus Enter Mars, the Guardian of Fire.
I can't wait to see this bus. It's a bus. Toot toot. Nissan Versa. Toot toot.
We got rid of that car.
I'm talking about Hiro Akamura. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Maggie,
Matt.
man, I can't wait to watch The Cursed Bus Enter Mars, the Guardian of Fire.
I know, I can't
the
wait
10th
either.
episode of Sailor Moon. But we're gonna have to wait at least 1 week until we come back. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait until next week because this has been Sailor Moon's Cosmic Power Rewind, our weekly vodcast where Maggie and I rewatch and recap every episode of Sailor Moon week by week, episode by episode. Remember, if you would like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us as a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. You can get access to a Google Drive, get your name listed in every episode that we make, and just generally support Hopefully Awesome. If you are listening to us on podcast networks, we would appreciate it if you would leave us a 5-star review. We'd be happy to read your review live on air as we record this every Wednesday on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Come hang out with us. Come hang live. You can see all the fun-filled things that got cut out of the final thing, just like our daughter being in here the entire time. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't because I cut it out. Who knows? We can
Mystery.
say. Not me. Future Matt can tell us. Yeah, but he won't. Yeah. So, we will be back again next time with another episode of Sailor Moon's Cosmic Power Rewind. Remember, get your free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime by clicking the link in the description of this episode, and then just immediately cancel it. You don't have to keep it. Then we still get $3 either way. And Jeff Bezos cries a little bit.
Yeah.
Turns into Jeff Bezos. It didn't work good the first time. Worked even worse the second time.
Bibizos.
But that's going to wrap it up for us this time. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.